Yeah. So, you asked me the question.
Yeah.
What's IVF?
Yeah.
Now, IVF is called in vitro fertilization,
Mm.
and it's one of the several techniques available to help people with fertility problems have a baby. So
Okay. And it
that's
could
what
be
IVF.
obviously for man and woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Both. Cool.
And the simple process is it's the fertilized egg called an embryo is then fertilized during IVF. An egg is removed from the woman's ovaries and fertilized with the sperm
Okay.
in a laboratory. So that's what will happen with me.
Okay.
So my partner's egg will be removed from the ovaries, and my stored sperm will be taken out, and it'll be moved together,
Inserted together.
Yeah. To help fertilize, to make a baby.
Okay. And
So
where are we in terms of like Kluwagga? We just need to be a bit louder because I think I can hear that the Hoover and stuff
sure.
like that. When so now, did you actually end up going through that IVF process or not yet?
No, not yet. So that's a good question.
Yeah.
I've actually yet to find another partner.
Okay.
So me and my
X.
ex partner,
Yeah.
we split up. Who knows? We may get back together in the future.
Okay,
I mean,
cool,
we
cool.
still talk every day.
Oh, that's good.
We're still in great conversation.
Oh, that's proper good.
We still remain friends. We've been friends for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
Prior to being in a relationship, anyway.
Yeah. To not give, obviously, again, on the red chair, to be transparent, and like I usually tell people, but if you don't want to say whatever, we can just say, that's for the off camera.
Yeah, sure.
Like you and your partner, you and your ex partner, yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of like the breakup, because obviously she's your ex, you're not together anymore. Did it have anything to do with obviously what you was going through with your male fertility?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think the pressure.
Yeah. It got too much for her.
Yes, for both of us.
For both, yeah.
For both of us, I think that we were going on different paths.
Okay, that could happen as well.
Mentally, we're going on different paths. But I feel like we're actually gone stronger now, being friends. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
So our wants and our needs
are different now.
And they weren't aligned. Oh. But now we're aligning.
Yeah.
Because we're starting to understand each other a bit better. Whereas that we allowed our communication breakdown to affect our relationship. And me not always being, I know I said earlier on, I said to you about, I was always the beacon of positivity and blah, 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 blah.
For real, we're just speaking about positivity.
Yeah, but I didn't really, what I should have done in my instance is express myself more to my partner.
Okay.
In relation to what I was going through.
Okay.
So she can help me, she can better help me in certain situations and circumstances rather than shutting off, which I kind of did a lot because I thought, well, everything's going to be just fine. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
Whereas she was the one that was like, I know everything was just fine, but let's talk about it. But and then she would shut off because I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and to a certain degree, yeah. Did you feel like the reason why also you chose to not share certain things with her because you didn't want to feel like you're putting even more of a burden on her as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't feel a burden.
Yeah.
And I felt awful. I didn't come into this relationship knowing that I had fertility problems. And I know she wanted a child for a very long time. She's got a child already.
Yeah.
So I wanted us to create this beautiful family. But my reality was that it was going to be different and a much longer process than the average person.
Complete sense, man. Makes
sense. It was that whole pressure of that, it just kind of got to both of us.
Yeah. No, like you said, man, it sounds positive. You guys, like you said, you guys are friends, connecting even more than better in certain ways that you wasn't connecting when you was actually intimately together. And,
exactly.
Hopefully you guys can get back together because, honestly, me properly listening to your journey, to your story up until now, it's like, to be fair, like, the way she sounded like she was like on your side, from the beginning, she went through a lot of everything with you. It, like, to a certain degree, to even people who are going to be watching this, it would be like a shame, for you guys maybe not to get together in future, or for just, even though sometimes things are meant to be exactly is what is people break up. Exactly. Yeah. But it's like, sometimes when you've gone through so much with a person, and then sometimes it's weird. I don't know why. It's sometimes when you go through, some mad stuff with a person. Yeah, sometimes it could either break you or make you stronger. Do you get what I'm saying? And with you guys, hopefully, like you said, later on down the line, you guys can get back together and even be stronger than ever moving forward. So, in terms of that, are you single now?
Yeah, single now.
You're single now, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's why even with the IVF, because obviously you don't have anybody
course,
to
of
do,
course.
do it. So like how moving forward as well, like in terms of like the people, like in terms of like your future. Put for example, yeah, let's say you and your ex would never get back together, yeah, and you're moving forward now, and you're looking for a new woman to get with, yeah, in future, yeah, like in terms of like your picking process, and also in terms of like being transparent from the beginning, in terms of the new woman that you're gonna date, yeah, like how are you looking? Have you thought much about it, and how are you looking to approach that in terms of like the new? Are you gonna you can trying to say that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'll be very transparent
Would you be very transparent from the
Absolutely.
beginning, or
from
like
the beginning.
okay, cool. Let's talk about it.
Because what I feel that just because I've gone through this, it doesn't define who I am as a
I love
person.
that, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, for
It
real.
doesn't define who I am.
Absolutely. I
Me
love
having kids doesn't define the character. There's a bigger purpose to this. Do you know what I mean? I've understood that. Now there's a bigger purpose to me going through this journey.
Yeah.
It's an inspiring journey. Do you know what I mean? With my health conditions that I've had in the past and stuff that I've gone through, I feel like as if me being transparent, open with a woman is actually what's needed for the relationship.
A million
I've
percent.
set the standard from the beginning, and I expect someone to come with that same energy.
For real. Because
If I'm telling you that I've got fertility problems and I can't have kids naturally, but I've got my sperm stored in a sperm bank in a hospital, it's frozen. Whenever we feel like as if we're ready to have kids in the future, we can do IVF.
IVF.
And with me, I'm not going to put the burden on the woman. I'm the one that had the fertility problems. So I will fork out the money for that. I don't expect a woman to come in and say, I'm going to pay 20 grand for your IVF. No, I'm going to pay 20 grand for the IVF because it is my issue. I know it's my issue and it will become a we, but currently it'll be mine. So if I'm open and honest with a woman about my journey,
Yeah.
it's never good. It can only be better for me
For you and for both the relationship moving forward.
and to find a woman that's right for me.
Exactly. Because there's nothing worse than getting with a woman and then you don't really tell her everything. And then later on down the line, either you or both or one of you guys proper fall in love and then you tell her that and then things end up going sideways because you wasn't transparent with her from the beginning.
Definitely. I feel like as if I don't do that, I feel like I'm less of a man if I don't do that.
Yeah.
Because everything I've gone through has really, really taken me on a long journey in terms of trying to find my manhood. Who am I? Because this makes you lose your manhood. It makes you think, wow, bro, I'm not like listen, we're not reading blogs and people are reading blogs, man don't do this, man don't bust, if a man done in 5 minutes, if man blah blah, all this sort of stuff about men, blah blah.
Trust me.
And then especially sexually. And I'm not producing the one thing that what a woman would want you to produce, sperm. Of course, that's going to destroy my manhood to a degree. But actually, it's an uplifting. Now it's uplifted me. I'm like, that's never going to destroy me because I can still do what a new woman requires me to do in the bedroom. Yes, I can still do that. I can still do that.
Yeah.
And the only thing is, I want is for someone to come into my life and to value me as a person. Just to value me as a person. Look at me as an individual. Don't look at me as Jonathan, the fertility problems.
Bingo, yeah. Because that would be the wrong mindset.
No, the wrong mindset. Jonathan, the individual.
Yeah.
What am I like? What are my manners like?
Yeah.
How do I treat you? How do I talk to you? Do we have the same interests?
Yeah.
Do I inspire you? Do you inspire me? Do we uplift each other?
The natural way humans connect.
Absolutely. So that's what I want. That's what I'll be looking for. I wouldn't be looking for anything else. And I'll be totally honest.
Yeah.
From the beginning. I'll say, hi, I want talking. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. I'll ask, do you want kids? And I'll even say, do you want kids? Oh yeah. Or do you have kids? Or do you want kids? Do you have kids? Yeah. Yes, I do have kids.
Transparency.
Don't. Okay, well, my situation is currently. Okay. It might be a little bit forward for a woman, but actually it's better for me to to read them out.
From the get go, like
From
we
the
said.
get-go.
Yeah, from the get go. And even just going off topic a little bit. You know, I want to touch on your acting career.
Yep.
You know, for those people who don't know, you know, Jonathan, you know, he's an actor. Would that be right if I word it like this, like inspiring actor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an inspiring actor. You know, how long how many years have you how long have you been in the acting industry?
I've been doing acting on and off, doing short films, doing amateur stuff for about 16 years.
Yeah.
Since I was about 16. Doing a lot of amateur stuff, doing a lot of plays, blah 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 blah. But now obviously I need to really get my foot in the door.
Mm-hmm.
And by creating my own opportunities. So I'm writing my own short film, and which is based on my journey. Not exclusively to the journey, but there's certain aspects of the film that will resonate with my journey, everything I've gone through. And that's what I want to do. Just do my own thing, create my own pieces of work.
Yeah.
And yes, apart from the acting, apart from also I'm going to be doing my podcast. So I start a new podcast called Firing Blanks.
Firing Blanks. Oh, I love that name, by the way. I love the name. Listen, it's cool, man. To all of you guys that are firing blanks, yeah, it's reality, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
Jonathan's got you. Jonathan's gonna make, you know, like a podcast dedicated to a lot of men that are firing blanks, and you can have, you know, more of these conversations. You know, break down in many different ways of why you're firing blanks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk. Honestly, I'm not gonna. Let me give you another fact. I love that name, you know.
I know people. A lot of men might feel a bit offended,
Of course,
even
bro.
those that have gone through it or going through it. I feel offended, but actually, my main thing is to them is that own it. This is our truth.
God knows this guy. You just read my mind right now. The conversation is flowing. Honestly,
this is our truth.
You know the power of like the power of owning your truth. Yeah, it's like for me, like the older I get, and I become even more unapologetically myself to a certain degree, and I own my truth. Yeah, I feel like even the power for me personally, spiritually, the way I feel. Yeah, honestly, Jonathan, it feels like like some superhero stuff. You know, like when you feel like a super character, where it's like, bro, this is me, bro. I'm owning my. It gives you that. I can't really describe it unless you get me. Unless it's a feeling, honestly, it's a feeling that can't really. It's a very, very powerful feeling, man. Owning your truth,
exactly,
man.
Own your truth. Like, what am I all about? And Firing Blanks is gonna be. It's not. It's gonna start off by just being a conversation with me, just talking about my journey, introducing myself.
Yeah.
But then after that, it's not gonna be your usual podcast. It's gonna be a podcast where I invite. I want men of all races, ages, creeds, whatever, to come in and to basically to come and talk about their journey.